is the top 5 airdrop farming places that you have to go ASAP. Now we've got a good balance because Ron, he's been doing a lot of airdrops that are the task-based ones.
Yes.
But they can be high potential because you have to click a lot of buttons, jump through some hoops.
Yeah.
But we've seen these airdrops giving out, upwards of 1,000 to, if you farm it properly, 10,000 per active participant, which is good.
Yes.
Right. Then I'm gonna combine some of that stuff with the stuff that I've been doing, which is more farming based, which is like where do you put your Ethereum? How do you get like more than 5% from your Ethereum? So if you have like $100,000 of Ethereum, can you make 5% or even more, 20%? From that Ethereum.
Yeah.
So that's not really airdrop farming. That's my favorite, it's farming. But we got a balance for you guys. So just like to let you guys see a different variety of what's going on and what's critical in this environment. So yeah, it's pretty new.
Yeah, more of like a big picture instead of a step-by-step guide. So if you want to look at step-by-step guide, let us know and we'll do a step-by-step guide in the Alpha Drop channel.
Yes.
That's a nice plug right there.
Yes, and you know our channel, so you know how our channel works. We have the main Boxmining channel. This is like for pretty much everyone, but there's a new channel called Alpha Drop. That's more for okay, you can see this one. Hey guys, and it's still me, it's Ron, but this is for more like bleeding edge. So if you want like bleeding edge content and if you like these weird AI generated like ugly people, that's it. But like anything about DeFi, so we're doing almost daily content on there, like say airdrop, Solana, GameFi airdrop. So these are like the more airdrop focused updates and news updates as well. With sometimes we have Nat there. So shameless plug. I'll put that in the chat as well. But make sure you guys are subscribed to that. If you want those updates, those are good for me. So let's get started with some airdrops first, because I'm pretty excited, Ron, because we've done a lot of research on this, actually.
Yeah, I want to preface this by saying for the past 2 years, we're looking at the big 5, I would say, right? That would be ZK Sync, Layer 0, Scroll, Blast, and then what's the other one? ZK Sync. And then there's another one. But you know those, right? The one Eigenlayer. Yeah, Eigenlayer also. Yes.
Manta was good. Okay,
yeah.
it's not the best for everyone, but it's still good if you had like 100K worth of ETH through it, and you're in good shape.
Yeah, those
Michael is back, says Godan. Yes. Randall says what is up all, and then retaliate. So yeah, so go on. I'm just reading comments.
So those are like the big picture. That's the S tier plays. So what about next year? Right. What are the S tier plays that we should look forward to next year, and then position ourselves early for, starting now, so that we can
next
maximize.
Quarter as well.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Right. So, we're gonna look into some of those airdrops in this video, so that you can position early for the next runs, and then we'll do a more thorough guide on what to do and what my farming routes are gonna be.
Exactly. Okay, smash up the likes, guys. It really does help the channel. I know we haven't done super many. Hi to everyone who is watching this on X. We've been recently configuring our multi-stream, so the stream goes on X and Twitch at the same time. But do whatever is most comfortable for you guys. But if whatever is comfortable, make sure you smash up those likes. It really does help the channel. And say hi. We'll say hi to everyone. Just let's have a dialogue going. So let's start.
Yeah, let's go.
Oh wait, this doesn't work anymore. The start button. We broke it. Boom. Okay, there you go. All right.
Nice.
Let's start off with Monad. This is your favorite, Ron.
Yeah.
You requested this.
Actually,
show it to me.
For Monad, this is giving me like ZK Sync vibes because in terms of their valuation, it's led by Paradigm, 225 million raised. So good potential for
good money.
Good money.
So they're getting an airdrop for sure. Is it confirmed yet or not confirmed?
So now it's so early that they still don't have a testnet out yet. But you can start farming now because they have off-chain tasks, primarily in Discord. So they have social credit structures where primarily the tasks are content creation. So if you go to their Discord, so it's in my laptop, but there's structures that there's a complete structure of social credit scores. So primarily content creation. And I think this is similar to Wormhole, right? For Wormhole, before they had their chain out, there were Discord roles that were also qualified for the airdrop, right? If you remember, like they had criteria for the airdrop, for the wormhole airdrop, and then there was a section for Discord. So, as I've said time and time again, if there's a point system, of course there is an airdrop. So we position early now for Monad to try to capture this. Okay, I don't know about low float FDV, high FDV for this, but high FDV is still a very important metric to look at, right? When you're farming airdrop.
Well, okay. Very simply, they don't really have much. Okay, so
Yeah.
so my take on this is they don't have much in terms of their website. Like it's still super early on. So become a community member. There's definitely a lot. It's got like offline 300,000 members already. So
Yeah.
you can't just go on there. You gotta stand out. You gotta like message people and you gotta GM everyone every
Yeah.
morning.
Yeah.
But because it's so early, if you get the early Discord roles and
Yeah.
become a loyal member of their community, which is what they need, right? Even if they give a small amount of funds, it's still a lot of money because if they raise $250 million, they're
Yeah.
going to be over $1 billion as a blockchain, likely listing on top exchanges. And then if you get a small portion of that, that could be $5,000 or $10,000.
Yeah.
I think this is the way to look at it. And I think this is where, if you actually can tell, Ron's a lot smarter when he's airdrop farming now. He's not going for, the big galaxy quests and featuring those, right? We'll do some of those. Those are easy. But this is like an early alpha league because you know that they raised the money, because you know that the money is in their bank account. They got the big money already. They know they need to drum. They need to drum up interest. They need us to succeed.
Yeah.
And then you can milk them.
Yeah. True.
Yeah, milk them. Well, milk them whilst you can.
Milk them while you can.
Milk them whilst you can. Okay, so we're gonna milk the living crap out of
Yeah.
Monad, which is why we're gonna feature them first. But
Wait, but one thing I want to clarify is, remember last time we talked about low float, high FDV, right? The trick here is high valuation is good, but the secret sauce is the tokenomics. Okay, so if they conjure up a tokenomics where usually if allocation is like 10% or less for airdrops, okay, usually they won't say airdrop, they'll say community incentive. And then within the community incentive, not all of it is going to be for airdrops. So that's one thing to look out for. And then the other thing is if there's going to be 100% unlock for airdrop, okay?
And I think that's also like what is 100% where when money. So you're asking how much money,
Yeah.
when money.
Yeah.
But the problem here, the biggest problem is we don't know what the exact tasks are.
Yep.
So the key here is to just be active and talk to people. So join community early, be active. Try to because Discord they monitor like how many comments you make, how active you are, the age of the account, etc. So get your foot in early.
Yeah.
Okay, because there's no Galaxy quest, there's no direct quest for this, but we know that there is something big coming.
Yep.
Okay, so
That's for sure.
quick alpha leak out there. Just do it. Just click this button. Click the community button. Get on Discord. Don't be lazy. If you don't have Discord, you should be already making Discord because I don't know what you're doing, but just start making your Discord. Okay, done. Easy.
Easy.
All right, second one. I'm gonna go for this one. Pendle, my friend, Pendle. All right, so this is something I took a good look at last week, and I feel like Pendle is my best friend now. Okay, and I don't want to overshill this. I know I don't want to be overshilly. I don't want to sound like I'm not like none of this is paid for this. But why is Pendle my best friend? Is because I just want freaking money. Okay, I got Ethereum sitting there. I don't want Ethereum on my exchange because my exchange. Okay, even though this is shitting a little bit on Bybit, but Bybit ain't giving that much for leaving your Ethereum on exchanges, right? You've got to, if you're buying ETF. If you're leaving your crypto on exchanges, you're likely, leaving money on the table. All right. Like, honestly, let me just quickly look at this Bybit savings. Ethereum is just nothing. Like, look at this. Like, look at these products. ETH 3%. 3. Oh my God, these buttons are not working. 3. Like, what are you giving me? But so Pendle, what you do is it's a little bit complicated, but there's quite a lot of restaking protocols out there. So if you guys saw my videos on, say, EtherFi, I'm actually just stuck on EtherFi. I actually didn't change too much. So I have EE from EtherFi, and then I drop it in here. For the 21% APY. Or you can just be a little bit lazy. If you're like absolutely lazy and you want to like just not bother about this for like 113 days, you can just throw funds into this. Not financial advice, but I personally took the 21% from on the 27th of June. So what this does is that you no longer really like you trade the E for 5 points. So right now, all these restaking platforms, they give you points for putting funds in there and using them. But those points, we don't know how valuable they are. So what Pendle's essentially saying is like, hey, guess what? If you don't care about points and you just want pure profit, just dump it here. We'll sell the points out for you.
Yeah.
All right. Like it's kind of like it's effectively saying that if you don't like these like funny points, this funny money, we can have real money.
Yeah.
All right. You can have real ETH. All right. So they have a few contracts out there. They have different timelines. So the one that I'm actually doing is actually I'm more focused on the Arbitrum side. Because you can do this on many layers, I actually experimented personally with Arbitrum side, so you can see my position value. I threw 356K in there, and that's a small wallet, okay? But hey, if you look at it, all right, you can move your funds there. You can probably also tell that I was a little bit lazy because the previous one matured on April the 25th, but then I forgot to move it. So every time you put these, Pendle earns out there, you have to make sure that when it's matured, you take your funds out and you move it to the next one.
Okay.
So it's almost like banking products. It's almost like financial products. Right, so I put my money. I do a long-term fixed deposit in the bank. It matures in six months, let's say. But after 6 months, you gotta set the timer and say, okay, let's move the funds out. Normally the bank calls you, so I get my banker to call him. I train him like, hey, if you don't want to fucking call me, I'm gonna move my fucking money. You can't say that to Pendle, right? Because Pendle's like, yo, you do this yourself, okay?
Yeah.
So now I'm doing this myself. I'm setting these alarm clocks. I'm saying, yo, the alarm's hitting.
Yeah.
I gotta move funds here. So I did the 27th of June one with 21% fixed APY, but you will not get any of your Ether 5 points for this. So for me, I just want pure ETH,
Yeah.
right? My logic here is it's better than leaving it on Bybit. I know Bybit's a sponsor of the channel, but like for me, this is higher risk but worth the reward because 21 is like 4 times 5, like that, right?
Why is the APY going down though?
Because the longer time there's more uncertainty. There's more uncertainty, and we don't know. Like, it's like the way this works is that people leverage farm on the other side. They go on the trade side and they leverage farm, which I'm not playing. Right, so people are buying these to determine how much points they want. So some people might assume that there'll be more points coming out earlier. So points are worth less as time progresses. There's less certainty. So the ones that mature faster will get you better. Generally speaking, okay, TLDR. TLDR. But for this, I'm just keeping my funds as ETH. The advantage of this is I'm keeping my underlying asset as ETH, which I'm not. So that's why I feel like I can deploy more. Like you can see that these are more. Like you can see that there's larger numbers here, like say Ethena, but I don't want to hold Ethena, right? No offense to Ethena, but I don't want to hold Ethena. I want to hold ETH. So I'm putting my ETH in E5. The E5 is gaining points. It's also generating yield, and then I can like sell this on Pendle. So it's still not bad. 20% is still non-shit. Kinda.
8.3% too for USDT for Aave.
Yeah, that's
up to though.
Up to, and then I don't play. So I don't play with V Pendle yet. So a lot of people like what they display here is the up to value. And then apparently if you put more Pendle and lock more Pendle up, you can get better rates. I haven't done that yet, okay?
Yeah.
Not just because I'm lazy, but because there's also risk to buying the underlying, like buying Pendle. I only want ETH exposure.
Yeah.
Okay, I only want ETH exposure. This is great for me. I'm happy to play around with Pendle. And you can play multi-chain. So if you're bothered by Ethereum gas prices, then play on Arbitrum.
That's nice.
There's a little bit of bridging involved, but watch my other videos for this. But just like, this is the intro video. Pendle is so complicated, it's like a 5-hour class on itself. You can actually see I have a position on ETH and a position on Arbitrum. So there you go. I'm doxing my wallets. So enjoy, guys. But hey, you got claim money. You got buttons like claim money, and you got real money coming in.
How many days is that?
That's been a month or so.
It's not bad.
It's not bad. Like, hey, $400, I can treat you to lunch.
Yeah.
I got a new guy, so gotta treat the new guy to lunch too.
Yes.
So, but do make sure with Pendle that you understand the risks. You watch what's going on. You know, yet again, not financial advice. None of this is financial advice. It's entertainment. Let's move on. Okay, cool. By the way, even though we've been dissing Bybit, let's put a quick ad out for Bybit because you know they are our sponsor. Wait, let's. Bybit is a top cryptocurrency exchange, and now they are listing new coins the fastest with the most volume, which is pretty insane if you want to get in on all that crypto action. If you do want to join the Bybit exchange, there is a limited time offer, which is 50 free US dollars if you do the first KYC and you load more than $100 into the exchange. If you're interested, sign up with the link down below and you'll automatically get in this offer. Remember, it's only for the first one. I think you guys watched it enough. I watched enough of that ad too. All right, moving on to the next one.
Yeah.
This is a quick one. Okay, this is a quick one.
So social airdrops are also something you don't want to miss out on, right? We've seen several social airdrops that actually give you $1,000. You see screenshots of them swapping those tokens for like 2,000, 3,000. Not bad for just tweeting stuff on Twitter. But for Lingo, they've completely gamified this airdrop process. So for those of you who don't know, Lingo is it belongs in the real world asset category. Okay, so they're the first token that is gamifying crypto culture, and I think so far they have about $3 billion investors combined asset.
Oh, all right. This is switching gears here because oh, this is bad music. Okay, all right. I love you, but I don't like the music. Okay, quickly switching gears because this is like super more fun, right? You can already tell by this UI they're going for fun.
Yeah.
All right. Pendle is going for. I don't know what it's going for. Okay, it's going for serious money.
Yeah.
Okay, or not like it's seriously DJ money. I would say Pendle. Okay, it's boring. It's trying too hard, but this is trying even harder. Okay, these guys are making it fun, actually entertaining to click. If I kind of click it back properly. Okay, there we go. All right, so definitely airdrops are coming. That's what they're advertising. You do have it's very clear guidance.
Yeah.
You know exactly what you have to do.
Yeah.
Right. This is where your Airdrop is where you gotta start exploring. It's you have to connect your Twitter.
Yeah.
Okay. So Ron's been doing this. Like obviously, I'm gonna show you guys up here. But you have to connect your Twitter. You have to connect your email. You have to go through the steps to claim your boarding pass, and then afterwards you farm the living crap out of their points. Like follow these guys, and it's social farming.
Yeah.
Right? Please don't spam my email, guys. But oh my god. But very very clear guidance. It's just mindlessly clicking buttons.
I mean, the fact that the UI, this is actually the cleanest UI I've seen for any sort of airdrop campaign. You can tell a lot of thought and effort has been put into this, right? So it's also definitely worth positioning yourself for this. So Lingo,
it's not that hard. You just have to dox your email and dox your account. It's not that hard, and it's very fast too. Okay,
Yeah.
It's it's not as fluid because I have to verify my email now.
yeah. But the ultimate goal is to get the Ape Rock boarding pass, so you could get to the Whale Island. So if you're at the top of the leaderboards here, you should be good to go. You should be good to go. So need to play well here. Need to play well. Yeah, but we'll put the link later on in the description.
Okay, and then in terms of what they're doing, so yet again, this is a very gamified. You can already see the game aspects here. The gamified move up towards your island. It's just I need to verify the email. Just give me a second. I need to figure that out. But once you do this, you go here. You get more quests to do, daily quests almost, and then you kind of level up and get your tokens. What are they doing, Ron?
So they are essentially they're thinking of building Web 2 up their approach for onboarding real world assets, right? So real world assets are going to be a very hot narrative.
They're already hot.
They're already hot. And
look at this one. The next one we're talking about is
Mandra.
but you can already see RWA narrative. This is what we call the RWA narrative. All right, you don't want money slow. You want money fast. Well, this is the RWA narrative.
Yeah.
All right. So there are Lingo, definitely follow them. Do the quests. It's not hard.
Yeah.
Click buttons. Okay. Think about this. Like think about working. Like think about flipping. It's just like flipping burgers, but getting paid $100 an hour.
Yeah, and Lingo has one of the largest partnership ecosystems. So they're partnered with Nike, Spotify, Uber, Netflix, IKEA. So they're potentially onboarding them to Web3 as well, and then see where it goes for real world assets. So this gamifying process is just a way for us to learn about those brands, how they're gonna onboard Web3. So it's fun, but also rewarding at the same time. So yeah,
It's like one of those like lectures you go in Disneyland.
yeah,
You know, like here's 3 fast passes, but you gotta listen to us pitch about timeshare.
yeah.
Okay, so this is listening to them pitch about timeshare, but you learn something and you get airdrops afterwards. Okay,
Yeah.
cool. So that's one. All right, what's the next one? Let's go move on to Mantra.
Mantra, yeah.
Straight on to Mantra. We already explained real world assets. They're real world assets on blockchain.
Yeah. And
Mantra has exploded.
Yeah.
Sorry to cut you off.
Yeah, go ahead.
But they've exploded. We did a video with them with my handsome face. Boxmining, Mantra. This guy. We've been to their offices.
JP.
Now, they are hinting very heavily on more airdrops because they recently done they have a new home buy testnet. They basically have a new chain on and they need people to use that chain.
Yeah.
All right. Yet again, it's very easy to explain airdrops if you're thinking about exploiting someone's needs. They need people to use this chain right now. So
Yeah.
as handsome as JPM is,
Yeah.
he needs to give out some free money. Some free money
Yep.
to us for using his products.
Yep.
And putting shit on there.
Exactly.
Okay, so yet again, it's time to exploit.
Yeah.
It's time to talk to this guy, and money falls out. All right, home buy testnet, they're going live, so they actually need people to actually start using this.
Yeah.
So basically, just drive up usage.
Yeah, the current phase right now is more focused for developers on the on-chain side. So for retail, just focus on the Galaxy and Discord, same stuff. That's when you know we're very early, right? We're talking about positioning very early for these projects. And what else?
Yeah. Do the Galaxy,
Yeah, it's at least 50 million Ohm tokens.
and if you're a
okay?
developer, or you can pretend to be a developer, become a developer because those airdrops are massive. All right. So what I will do is do this, then I'll take a junior course on development. Then I'll deploy a shitty app. I gotta deploy a meme coin on this.
Oh yeah, they're
And then-
talking about that too. Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Monday, baby. Monday. JP. We've done some stuff, JP.
Yeah.
All right, sorry to dish on JP.
Yeah.
He's a really nice guy, by the way, and very, very engaging to
Yeah.
talk to. But you should watch this video too. He gives some clues about what's happening. But very, very exciting project.
Yeah, the alpha also is you can follow DeFi Sushi. So JP tells DeFi Sushi what to do.
Really?
Yeah.
Does
Remember we pitched the meme coin idea to JP?
Uh-huh.
And then DeFi Sushi a couple hours later after we did the interview is like, so my boss JP Mullen told me to do a meme coin on Hongbai testnet. So
Oh, really? Interesting.
Yeah, and
Interesting. Gee, he's this. All right, so follow DeFi Sushi. All right, let's go. Sup Sushi. I'll be like, okay, sup Sushi. I'll be like, oh that. But yeah, I'll message him later. I was gonna say something mean, but I'm not gonna do that for our stuff. All right. So that's the DeFi narrative, and you can already see that they are like on fire, like literally on fire. Now we have a quick narrative as well that's coming up, which is actually quite interesting. Let me just prepare some content for us. 3 seconds. So recently, this is something that I'm following. Looks a little bit weird, but let's take this through here. So no check mark yet because they are previously called Connects, but now they're rebranding themselves to Everclear, which is the first clearing layer on chain. Okay, so this is actually quite interesting because before this project was very bigly focused on chain abstraction. Basically, the concept of you don't need to know where chain you're using.
Yeah.
And this is very important for people who need to use the benefits of crypto but don't care about the tech behind it, which is basically every other real user.
Yeah.
So say for example, you like it would be Chinese. Like Chinese, like they love to use the word "you." Give me the "you," right? So they refer to USDT as "you," right? Because they don't they can't say the other letters, obviously. But
Why though?
USDT, you know, there's a flow, right? Give me some "you."
Oh,
Yo,
okay,
Ron,
okay.
give me some "you." Right? I paid for dinner yesterday. Give me some "you."
Okay, okay.
All right. So if I paid for dinner yesterday and Ron needs to send me some "you," he doesn't want to ask me, "Yo, bro, which chain?"
Yeah,
You know,
yeah,
BSC or Tron
Yeah.
or
Arbitrum.
Arbitrum, like I'm Chinese, bro. We don't deal with Arbitrum.
Yeah.
Right? Okay. But Connect started off with a product that focuses directly with chain abstraction, not caring which chain it uses. But now they kind of realize, okay, how do you grow that even further, right? How do you grow from chain abstraction and make even more money?
Yeah.
And I think this is a very interesting. I think it's not a pivot directly, but it's a increased scope of what we're doing. So if they're basically solving the fact that, okay, there's money everywhere.
Yeah.
Like funds everywhere. There's funds on Arbitrum, like you were saying, Ethereum and OP.
Yeah.
Okay, how do you make it so that the money just clears without you having to worry about where it's going?
Yeah.
And then even like for exchanges, for big money movers, for family offices, I think how do you get money to move and how do you clear that quickly? So they actually grown a use case. So they actually became the first clearing layer, which is actually quite interesting. So like, I guess in the future, because it costs different amounts to move everywhere, like how do you save up on costs of moving? And I think this is where a clearing layer comes in, where it just solves that problem. It basically uses like solving that fragmentation between just so many chains out there. You just go on Everclear, you got it.
Yeah, I played with chain abstraction tech, and essentially they're just going to use one universal wallet for all of the chains using one universal gas as well. So you can use any tokens to switch into that gas. So we play that with Particle Network as well. But for Everclear, I think they have a very interesting narrative for chain abstraction. So instead of competing against other projects who are also building chain abstraction, their narrative is, no, we're not competing against each other. We're all working together for chain abstraction because they're essentially building Web3 Internet of Things, right? But different projects are going to focus on different types of chain abstraction. So for Everclear, they're focusing on the settlement layer, right? And then for other projects, I think like Near Protocol, and then I think Zion also, they're more on the account level of chain abstraction. So there's many different stacks that are involved in chain abstraction. So they're all working together, and it's also an interesting narrative. So a lot of ecosystem partners Everclear is in right now, with Hyperlane included as well. So I think using Everclear tech will get you airdrop for Hyperlane. So
good. That's basically the idea here. These chains, after a rebrand, they need your help. They need you to understand what it is. Obviously, like understanding
which
that.
is ironic, right? Because they want to make it so that you don't need to understand.
But you want to be the first guys to let's think about this as a revolution.
Yeah, it is a revolution.
Right?
Yeah,
you still need your first revolutionaries, and you know from the previous revolutions, that guys who get in early get the most. So this is happening right now. Understand what is happening here. So the call to action here is to understand what Everclear is doing, and then start interacting between them and their partners.
Yes.
So follow them on Twitter.
Yeah.
They obviously got some big capital investing in them. They want to build that ecosystem.
Yeah.
So, if you're a developer, good, integrate. If you're not, then use anything that's already integrating with Everclear.
Yeah.
Fun stuff's gonna happen.
Yeah, they have a testnet out right now. Yesterday it was launched for Everclear. So no direct airdrop for Everclear.
Not clear yet.
Yeah.
That's the thing that's not clear. Everything else is clear. But the airdrop is not clear.
Because they already had the token. They're gonna stick to the next token.
Okay, so they're sticking with the current token.
Token.
But they expanded.
Which is,
was pumping.
Remember we saw this yesterday. It was 20.
Oh, goddamn it. We should have bought more, but full disclosure, of course, we do buy the coins that we talked about. All right, guys, like it is what it is. All right, guys. So that's pretty much it for our top 5 picks. We'll keep these episodes short and light, and we want to keep you guys updated every single few weeks going forward. The way I see the market, just a very quick TLDR on the market. Sure, it's not the most exciting market right now. Okay, but that being said, with ETH moving up so aggressively, after this, which is the ETF approval, but with the ETH moving up so aggressively, I see there's a huge opportunity, right? And you want to be in the opportunity early rather than late, because the people who are late, they make dollars, and then the people who are early, we make Bitcoin or Ethereum.
Yeah.
You don't want to make the dollars.
Yeah.
You want to make the Bitcoin. You want to make them Bitcoins, okay?
Yeah.
All right. Bad joke, but long story, like very quick story before we go. But I was talking to a tailor friend, and he accepted Bitcoin. Like very early on, 2011, 2012.
Oh, wow.
So it's like the pizza story. He's like literally, he's like the pizza story. But
only he's on the other end.
Only he's on the other end.
Yeah.
He accepted Bitcoin very early on. He can buy Bitcoin, buy custom tailored clothing with Bitcoin in Hong Kong, 2011. But being the responsible tailor and business owner that he is, he sold that Bitcoin. What a dumbass. So now he's like 90% invested into crypto now. He's like he recognized his mistakes. He saw that happening. But anyways, that is what it is. But guys, thank you guys so much for watching today. I want to keep these episodes short, light, and fun. So this is a good time to end, 32 minutes. But make sure you leave a comment on what you are excited about. Have you followed any of these through? I know it's an interesting dynamic shift that we have, where we talk about a combination of projects that are launched and some that are just in the process. So Monad, I don't think has a lot of hype, but then I feel like it has a lot of potential. Same thing with Everclear with the rebrand. But just tell us which type of airdrops you guys are interested in. We'll focus more on that as well. But these are what I think is very important. And guys, if you guys are playing with Pendle, be a Pendle bro. Tell me how you guys are doing, because I've thrown quite a lot of money on there, and probably gonna do more, because at this rate, like every time I buy ETH, I pretty much move it off the exchanges and into.
Yeah, me too.
Yeah.
And a bit of observation I've noticed.
That's why you're gonna win, and Nat's gonna lose, because Nat's just keeping her ETH on exchanges. You're losing on 20%. 20% is a lot of money, guys.
Exactly.
It's not a small deal. Like battles are won by 20%.
Exactly.
All right, cool.
Warfare. All
right, cool, guys. Thank you guys so much for watching today. Bye.
Bye.